The drama just never ends with Dakota and Felicity, let me tell you. Let's start first. I feel like this is a good place to start. Chynna Doll made a few posts over on the FB. Now, the first one she posts is she says, "Update. I got the stroller back. If you recall, Felicity stole Chynna Doll's daughter's stroller. I didn't check it super good, but it doesn't seem broken to me. I am currently visiting with Felicity and Dakota. She'll never learn. She said she promises to tell the truth about the things she made up. I did not record yesterday because she was having a bad bipolar episode, and I couldn't record that. She needs her medication regulated urgently. It seems like a switch has flipped, to be honest. So just keep them in your prayers, please. She seems better today than she was yesterday. Also, they absolutely will not be coming back home with me, and I am being very cautious. First thing I want to know is when the world is a bipolar episode. I've been diagnosed bipolar for over 20 years. And as I'm sure you know, bipolar is a cycle of extreme depression and manic phases. It's a cycle. And it'll cycle, it all depends. If you're not medicated, it can cycle very rapidly. So what does she mean? Does she means Felicity was talking very fast and was manic? Or does she mean she was depressed? No, I think Chynna doesn't know anything about bipolar disorder because I've never, in these 20-some years I've lived with it, ever heard of a bipolar episode, unless you're speaking of a depression or a manic phase. I think what she's talking about is Felicity was just having one of her meltdowns in her crazy moods. That's what I think it was. Then her next post, she says, going live on TikTok. This was yesterday, she posted this. Also, I'm not sure why everyone is getting so upset. They will continue to live on the streets. They will not be coming back with me. I only came to see them to talk and understand why all of this happened. I am beyond upset and I deserve an apology. What difference is an apology going to make? You know what I'm saying? I think she wants this apology video because her views have tanked since she has not been putting Dakota and Felicity in her content. So she wants this apology video so she can make a few dollars off this video. That's it. Then she makes another post saying she didn't block anybody on TikTok. She says, what does she say here? I didn't block anyone on TikTok. Trolls were lurking. I sent in an appeal. All should be good. The last time it took like 5 days. Okay, then why am I blocked? But I can see her on my backup account. Strange. Okay, so she says Dakota and Felicity's not going to come back with her, right? But she admits to spending some time with them. And I found some videos. And they're recent because Felicity has the hair cut, the blonde hair, and the different glasses. And we still have Dakota with the red face and no glasses. So these are, and she's wearing the same clothes as we seen her in the picture of her, or I'm sorry, in the videos of her yesterday with the stroller. So, this first video I see, and I'm pretty sure they're at Chynna's house, Dakota and Felicity and her fiance, that's her new thing. That's what she's calling Dakota, her fiance, her man. Like she's gonna make it so clear, like all these women want her man. Anyways, they're in the basement. Felicity's freaking out. Pimpy, just stay there. Pimpy, just stay right there. Oh, the cops are here. The cops are here. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh God, don't tell them where we're at, guys. I'm in this basement hiding. Don't tell them where we're at, guys. Pimpy, stay here. And she decides she's going to go upstairs to try to see if she can see what the cops are here. She goes all the way outside. No police, nowhere. And you can hear Chynna Doll saying something. So they're apparently at Chynna Doll's house. And then she realizes the cops are across the street. Oh my God, they're across the street. They're looking for someone. They got to be looking for us. Why are they looking for us? I know they're looking for us. Why are they looking for us? These police never came over to the house she's at. But she is convinced that these cops are looking for her and Dakota. She then says that they've been trespassed 3 times from places that they've never been. That's impossible. And she claims the police constantly harass them and want them locked up for the rest of their lives. The police told her they want her and Dakota locked up for the rest of their lives. Felicity in these stories is something else, I'm telling you. Then she says that Tiffany told her to lie on the DVP. You know, the DV protection order. Tiffany now is the one that told her to lie, and Felicity says that she was quote unquote fucked up that day. So that's why she just went along with it and did what Tiffany told her to do. It's all lies with Felicity, and it's always somebody told her to do it. You know, I mean, just like my parents used to always tell you, especially my dad, rest his soul. If they jump off the bridge, are you going to do it too? I don't get it. And then she starts talking about how her and Chynna are like sisters. She's like, Chynna, come here. You're my sister. We're like sisters, and I love her so much. But you was trying to put her in jail for life. But now you love her. That's the only reason Felicity's admitting to this lying and apologizing, because her and Dakota need somewhere to stay. And I fear that Chynna's going to break down and let them stay there. And now she's also saying she's saying the same things about Tiffany that she said about Chynna Doll. Tiffany was always mean to her. Tiffany was so mean to her. And, you know, she verified that they're living on the streets again. Then she starts degrading Dakota again. And she treats him like a baby. She puts Dakota in her lap. Look who's in my lap. Oh, it's Dakota. Look at his wet little face. And she's talking to him like he's a baby. Just like that. Look at his little wet face. This man is 20-some years old and allows her to treat him like this. What is wrong with him and her? I don't get it. And then she's saying, Dakota, say hi to so-and-so. Say hi to so-and-so. And Dakota's just doing everything Felicity tells him to do. I'm starting to wonder if she's controlling him, like he's scared of her or something. Then she starts talking about when they got released from jail. That's when Dakota got down on one knee and said, Felicity Dawn Eatman, will you marry me? Will you take on my last name? And he gave her this ring. And, you know, she's doing all this. And now her and Chynna Doll have come up with this thing. They're going to recreate this whole engagement and make a video out of it. They're going to recreate it all. Then Felicity, you know, it's real. He was down on one knee, and he even asked me to take his last name. I don't get it. So then I came across another clip that I found very interesting. Someone had asked why Felicity could not live with her parents, and Chynna Doll answered this. This was in one of her recent lives. Chynna said that Felicity and Felicity's mother and stepfather had convinced their landlord to let Felicity and Dakota stay in the empty apartment next door to them, right? Apparently, they completely trashed the apartment, and guess what else? Pooped on the floor. Everywhere they stay, they poop on the floor for some reason. That makes no sense. They act like animals. People don't poop on the floor, animals do. And they pooped on the floor, so they couldn't stay there. And then Dakota had a headache. So Felicity's stepdad goes to get Dakota some ibuprofen for his headache. While he's getting Dakota the ibuprofen, Felicity gets on the phone and calls the police and says that her stepfather is attacking Dakota. So that's why she can't go back to her parents' house, because she lied on her stepfather, called the police to say he was attacking Dakota. After they had arranged for them to stay in this apartment, they trashed it and pooped on the floor. So no wonder her parents don't want her to stay in there. She's got to learn that this behavior is not acceptable. So that's about everything. She's freaking out. So, and then, you know, like I said, she's talking about Felicity in this bipolar episode. It seems to me that she's manic. And she's extremely paranoid right now. You know, she knows 100% those police across the street were looking for her. And they want to put her in jail for life. And Felicity really needs some psychiatric inpatient care at this point, I'm convinced. I thought maybe just, you know, teach them some life skills and their hygiene and all this. But no, I think it's to the point she needs, like Chynna Doll says, she needs her medication regulated. So we'll see what kind of nonsense they get into today, and I'll be back.